Jeff, Soulja Boy ain't got nothing on you and Will. Y'all was the first ones to do something, which was winning a Grammy. Just talk about that experience. You know, I think even back then, we wasn't even thinking about Grammys. Like, you know, hip hop was still just young, and you know, to get that prestigious award in the time of y'all life that y'all won it, what was that like for you?
It was actually bittersweet because that was during a time when I felt like we were fighting for legitimacy in hip hop. You know, it was, you know, it might have been 30 groups, so it wasn't really a lot. But hip hop started to really monopolize the airwaves and the record sales, you know, especially back in the late 80s, to the point that when they started adding the categories, like it was so new that it wasn't even categories in the award shows for this. So when they started adding the categories, they added the MTV, the Grammys, and American Music Award all added the rap category the same year. So we were super excited. And and the Grammys was actually first. And when the Grammys, we got wind that the Grammys weren't going to televise the rap portion. And you know, the crazy thing back then, especially coming from coming from Philly and telling your friends that you're about to be on the Grammys, and then they tell you that they're not gonna air it, you knew what you were gonna get. You were lying. Y'all ain't ever do nothing, man, whatever. So there was a side that, you know, we felt disrespected. You know, there was no disrespect to any other music. There's no disrespect to country and Western music, but there was 9 country and Western categories. Wow. You can't give hip hop one of those. On television, a main slot.
You can't get one of these slots.
So we just, you know, we just said we're not going. Like it wasn't, you know, people made it it ended up being a really big deal, but at that point in time, it was just a matter of principle. It was kind of like, we felt like, you know, you had some radio jocks that were saying that, you know, hip hop's not here, it's just a fad. And that's hard to hear when it's what you do.
Yeah, it's a fact.
You know, that we're fighting, you know, there was, you know, I think I look at it like a lot of artists today don't realize that we fought
to get
it there. Like, you know, it was when we were at the, you know, just did the Grammys, the 50th celebration, there was a level that I felt like the elder statesmen of hip hop appreciated it. Jada appreciated that. You know, you gotta understand that the Lox came out for 8 lines. Run DMC came out for 8 lines. Wow. They came out for hip hop. So to realize that we fought for that, to get to that point, and it was just at a time that we were just kind of like, you know, we don't want to be disrespected, so we're not going.
Y'all threw the party, right? I had a party.
We just showed up somewhere. All of us showed up somewhere.
It was
just like, okay, we're not going, so let's just go.
There.
And then it was bittersweet because we won, you know. But it was kind of like last year I was home watching the Grammys on television. I wanted to walk across the stage. My mom was watching it. She didn't get a chance to see that. So, you know, it was a little bit kind of like, yeah, cool, we won.
DraftKings presents the Starting 5 live from the compound.